It's a matter of belief. This is an insight that has hit me pretty hard recently, and I want to try to elaborate on how this insight has really penetrated into my mind and how I plan to use this insight for my life. So, when it comes to anything you want to do, you first have to believe that you're actually able to do it. Otherwise, you won't even be motivated to try. There's that. But also, there's becoming that best self, that ultra productive self, that person that just gets things done, that doesn't miss. How do you become that individual? I realized that you have to build your own belief system that you are meant to grab this success. You are meant to become that individual no matter what. You have to become very ideological about it. There's many endeavors where this is important and when it works. But basically, you have to be delusional in the sense of what you expect of yourself. And as a result, setting that high expectation and also coming from that, you'll get high results. I've really noticed this in myself when I reflect upon certain moments in my life where I just believed that I could do it and I can become that, and this was mine and I owned it. It's really amazing to show ourselves just what we are capable of. To actually grab onto the success that we're after. I feel like we can do all these routines, we can put all the time in, but at some point, if you really want to make it to the upper echelons of success, you have to make that leap of faith in your mind where you just believe that this is for you. Like you believe that you are going to become this person no matter what. People call us narcissistic, whatever. This is what works. There is a common trait amongst very successful people, top performers, where they do genuinely believe that they're better than other people. And there's no mistake in finding that this is common amongst a lot of high performers. You kind of need that attitude in order to really push your own boundaries and to really become that high performer in terms of just your own breaking your own limits and achieving your own new high standards. I can guarantee right now there is a higher standard that you could be operating at. You could be focusing more, you can be working out harder, you could be more dialed in on your nutrition, you could be more dialed in on doing needle moving tasks. You can be doing your tasks more efficiently, effectively. You can be, if you're creative, if you're creating something, you could be creating at a higher output. It's really a matter of how much do you believe that the success that you're after is really yours. I remember reading Arnold Schwarzenegger's autobiography. I think he has a few of them actually, but one of the older ones. Shortly after he's just won all the Mr. Olympias and all that jazz. And one thing that really stuck out to me was when I read in his words that he already believed long before he stepped on that stage that Mr. Olympia, or was it Mr. Universe? All the titles. He already believed that it was his, especially the first one. He dreamed about it. Like when he was training, he was imagining himself already claiming the prize. And when he showed up, he was just there to claim it. Like, it wasn't a competition in his mind, because he knew he just had to be that man. And even when I speak about it now, it gives me goosebumps. Like, what if you approached your goals like that, where you realize that the success is yours? All you have to do is put in the action and walk up on that stage to claim that prize. The success is yours. All you got to do is claim it. See, imagine the difference in how you would act throughout your days if you had that belief in yourself. You know, there's other stories, I can't really point exactly what it was, but there are some people that have incredibly high efficacy that are like schizophrenic, where they believe that like they're a prophet and they're like a god in the egotistical sense. And as a result, they also become extremely high performers. And it really just made me think about, like, yeah, a lot of success is really just all about how much do you believe that what you want is yours? How much do you really identify with being a winner? How much do you believe that you are meant to win? You know, a lot of us do not have that belief, and as a result, our results will show that. I think about Wes Watson, when he has this core identity with himself that whatever he does, he's going to be the best in, no matter what. So if he was snowboarding, he was going to be the best at snowboarding. If he was going to, being a prison inmate, he was going to be the best prison inmate. He's going to be the best at programming. The best at taking care of his people. If it's a life coach, he's going to be the best at that. He's going to do it at the highest level. What if you had installed a belief like that, exactly like that, in your mind, where you believe, like, okay, you want to be a therapist, but you want to be the best therapist, the most groundbreaking. If you want to be a YouTuber, you want to be the best YouTuber, the most subscribed, the most viewed, the most well-known, the most impactful. And what if you believed you were destined to do that? Like, it was just, they give me that, or it just wasn't going to work out. It makes me think a lot about Mr. Beast in his pursuit of YouTube success when he was growing up. I like to think about how he just made YouTube videos and he kept it a secret right till the end. Where I was just like, I'm going to make it work. And he was hyper obsessed about it and hyper obsessed about the action. What if you lived like that? What if you lived with a mindset, with a belief where, like, I am one to kill anything that's in my path, right? I'm one to completely knock it out of the park. And you are destined for that title that you're going after. You are destined for those results that you are trying to get. I noticed, just even thinking about this, how much courage that enables you to have when it comes to taking out the things that are not adding to your life, all the vices, all the distractions. If you really believe a result is yours, and it is your duty to actually create that result, a lot of internal struggle sorts itself out. You end up gaining a lot of strength. It's incredible to see that in yourself when you have a real solid belief acting on yourself. So going forward, I'm going to be way more intentional with visualizing, journaling, and just subconscious programming around programming beliefs that I am here to create the success that I want. A lot of people will have that imposter syndrome, and that just shows just how much they don't identify with the person that is successful. Like, they don't identify with the success that they're chasing. It's really interesting to see that. So what is it for you that you want to just believe that you can do? This is not, I'm not saying that you're just going to believe something and the results are going to come your way. Not at all. This is not wishy-washy at all. What I'm trying to say is very grounded in reality and grounded in the hard knocks of life. I'm saying that there are beliefs that you could take on right now that are going to inspire you to get up earlier, to get to work more, to take out the distractions. These things are going to inspire you to push past those barriers of procrastination. They're going to make you push past those barriers of fear. This reminds me of a quote by Alex Honnold, where he talks about the warrior spirit, where it doesn't really matter the goal. What matters more is that this is your path and you've chosen to embark on it. And whatever challenges you'll have to face, you'll face head on. And whatever fears that you have to overcome, you'll overcome them, simply because your goal demands it. That's the warrior spirit. Where you put the goal above you. You put it above your need for comfort. You put it above your need to feel safe. You put it above your habits. You put it above your bad habits. You put it above the fears that you naturally have, and you make it a point to actually overcome them because you know that your goal demands it. Because you truly believe that what you're after is yours. So what is that for you? What could you right now, what are your goals? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to meet? Where do you want to go in life? Even physical places, where do you want to go? How much do you see now where embodying a real belief that this success is yours? How much do you see now that this could really help move that needle towards getting the success you want? Now, I'm not sure if this is what Wayne Dyer talks about, but it reminds me of that book title. You'll see it when you believe it. I don't think we have the ability to really see extraordinary results if we do not first have the vision in front of us, and secondarily, actually believing in that vision that's going to work. It's that distinction between just going for it because you see it as yours and I'm just gonna go for it and make it, versus just kind of shying away and you're just playing it safe. It reminds me of the saying of how it's actually more risky to not start a business. It's more risky to not pursue what you are meant to pursue. It's more risky to not pursue what is interesting to you. Because in the end, what you're going to regret is not creating the life that you want, the life that fits you like a glove. So, here's to cultivating the belief in yourself that you can do it and you will do it and you must do it, and that this success that you're after is yours and you're merely here to claim it. Use these beliefs to empower you in becoming who you came here to be. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next one.